Corsair admits macro error in K100 keyboard. Corsair has acknowledged the existence of a peculiar error in its K100 keyboard. Accidental repetition of the history of text strings is a concern for Corsair K100 users, as they believe that this may be evidence of a malfunction of the keylogger running in the background. However, the good news is that the observed randomly entered text appears due to a bug in the firmware of the device from Corsair. The company was quick to point out that it had received a small number of complaints from tens of thousands of keyboard owners and was investigating the issue. Keyloggers are sometimes an important component of malware or spyware. As the name suggests, they attempt to read and transmit user keystrokes in hopes of revealing sensitive information such as account numbers, usernames, and passwords. Many keyboard owners were initially quite alarmed when the text they typed some time ago started filling in documents and input fields on web pages. Here are some examples of a text input error in action. One user had to completely disable the K100 and re-enable it to stop random typing. It couldn't stop the device from printing more than 100 characters on its own. Another user was alarmed that the device was repeating an excerpt from a rather confidential email to other text fields. From the above examples, when the owners did not even install Corsair's proprietary software for configuration, it may seem that the error is related to the device's firmware. Corsair's K100 keyboard does not have data entry registration as a design feature, and the manufacturer insists that it does not register user input in any way. However, it suggests that the observed behavior may be related to the implementation of the macro writing function in K100. The keyboard has the ability to record and play macros, and it seems that users accidentally write text strings to macro memory banks, and later accidentally run them. The macro function may inadvertently enable and record keyboard input and possibly mouse input, a Corsair representative explained to Ars Technica, theorizing how the issue might have occurred. These macros are then run and reproduce the input data and are misinterpreted as keylogging. The K100 is a technologically advanced keyboard from Corsair with its own SoC, featuring optomechanical switches, a programmable dial, and a set of macro recording keys. The device is quite expensive, but at the time of writing, the price has been reduced to $178 from $249. Problems caused by errors in the device's firmware or software are not very surprising. Fortunately, Corsair says that even though the keylogger problem affects only a few users, it will quickly find a solution. At this point, if you are experiencing this problem, you are advised to disconnect the K100, then hold down the escape key for 5 seconds, and then reconnect it to reset.